Hey, I'm back. It's Christina Louise here, the founder of InFlow and Flourishing, and I just want to make this quick video to make it really easy for you to understand what I'm here to help you do. These are critical times we're faced with, and we don't really know who we can trust, right? Like we turn on the media, it's full of fear. It always has been, but it's like we're doubling down, right? And we feel like maybe our husbands are failing us, we're not happy in our relationships with other people, we're quarantined. Like, there's so much uncertainty and there's so much instability in the world. And frankly, again, I just believe that there always has been. It's just all coming up to the surface now. And so there's just so much pressure on us as mothers, as women, as human beings in general. And so I want you to know that there's a safe place for you here. You don't have to wear a mask with me. You don't have to get it right. You don't have to be perfect. And it's time to do some inner work. We have been spending our whole lives doing what we're told to do, doing what we're expected to do, doing what we think we're supposed to do. And a lot of us have a lot of buried resentment, anger, guilt, and shame because we do not know how to handle our emotions and we don't know how to manage our mind. So I see a lot of you, with this incessant thinking going on, with these thoughts spinning, we're doing the best we can. We're putting out so much energy. We're trying to do everything right. And still we're anxious, we're depressed, we're bored, we're lonely. It feels like it's never enough. And we're faced with this crippling belief that we're not good enough. And we take that on and we beat ourselves up. And eventually that becomes too much. So we project it onto others and we start pointing fingers and families are being torn apart. Businesses are falling down and you don't have to live life this way. So I just want to make it really easy for you to understand what I'm here for, what I stand for, what I do, and to see if it's something that you need so that we can stay in communication and we can stay in relationship and we can get into a network together so I can support you and you can support me and you can support the people in your life. So bottom line, I am a natural born healer and an intuitive. I create a safe place for everybody that I come into contact with. There is literally nothing you could say to me. There is nothing you can tell me that you've done or that has happened to you that's going to scare me away. And I'm always going to stand for your vision. That vision, that picture in your heart of the woman you want to be, the life you want to have, the marriage, the relationships, the career, the health, all of it. There is a picture in your heart. There is a deep burning desire within you to have and to be and to do certain things before you die. And I'm going to help you uncover exactly what that is, get it out in front of you, and I'm going to stand for it when you can't stand for it. I'm going to believe for it when you can't believe for it. So that's the first thing. The second thing I want to help you to do is to truly process and digest your emotions. And this is not therapy. This is not counseling. This is not like anything else you've ever experienced out there with anybody else. I have developed what's called the shift method. It's a process of emotional digestion. So when you eat an apple, there's a natural process in your body that digests the apple so that the toxins, what you don't need, leaves your body totally and completely, and the nutrients stay with you. And as long as we don't interfere with that digestive process, it works very naturally, right? But you have to learn how to stay out of the way of it. And we do things like we drink water and we take supplements and maybe we have a colonic and we have all these tools and processes around eating, drinking, and going to the bathroom that allow us, our digestive system, to work in a natural, healthy way. Well, just like you have a physical digestive system, you actually have an emotional digestive system. The thoughts that you think create the feelings that you feel, emotions, energy moving throughout your body. We call it anger, fear, doubt, disappointment, joy, love, peace, right? There's a whole spectrum of emotions that we get to feel as a human being. Some of them make us feel really good. Those are fine. We don't have to work with those. They're working, right? But we naturally pick up. We have experiences, and sometimes our experiences cause us to buy into stories that aren't true, thereby running negative emotion through the body that we label as anger, fear, doubt, guilt, and shame. And then we are taught by the world to shove that down, sweep it under the carpet, pretend it doesn't matter, try to put a happy face on it, right? Or try to stop the people and the circumstances, try to control the people and the circumstances in our life so that we don't have to feel this way. Well, here's the bottom line, ladies. It doesn't work. You've been running and hiding and dunking and projecting these feelings, and it's a poo-poo show. And I'm going to show you literally how to properly digest those emotions so that you're really digesting the experiences that you went through that caused the emotions, right? So that all you're left with is the positive emotions, and the negative anger, fear, doubt, guilt, and shame, confusion that keeps you up at night, that keeps you at war with yourself, your body, with God, and the people that you love, filters out of your cellular memory. You don't, we all feel negative emotion. You don't have to hold on to it anymore. There is a proper way to digest them, and it works every single time for every single person that uses it, because all I'm doing is showing you how to use your own body's emotional digestive system. It's a system that you have right now that just nobody ever taught you how to use, right? So it's kind of like I discovered toilet paper. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but it's like I'm here to show you how to take care of the crap of life in a healthy way and basically flush the toilet on it. Okay, so I'll leave it at that, because the process of emotional digestion is so simple and so effective. Like I said, it works for everybody every single time, but it's really something you have to experience for yourself. So we'll get to that in future videos. Okay, so that's number 2. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm creating a safe place for you to just be yourself, take off the mask, take off the gloves. Let's be real. Let's find out what your vision is, and let's stand for that vision so we know what we're working towards, right? The second thing I'm going to help you do is get rid of the anger, the fear, the doubt, the guilt, the shame, the confusion, the disappointment, the frustration, the annoyances, and the aggravations from your system. All that's gone. Here's where it gets really effing cool, is that when you do this process of emotional digestion, your intuition goes through the roof. All of a sudden, you can hear yourself. You can hear the goddess within you. You can hear your higher self. Some people call it God. Some people call it the universe. Whatever language you want to use, I'm okay with. It really doesn't matter. But you have a connection to divine intelligence within you. You always know what to do, when to do it. But that anger, fear, doubt, guilt, overwhelm, and shame block your intuition, and it confuses you. And you're like, wait, is this my intuition? Is this my ego? Which way is up? And so when you're emotionally digested and that pipeline is clear, you can hear yourself. You can hear that higher self. You can hear that goddess within you. And I'm going to hold you so that, and provide you with a safe space so that you can experiment with it and learn to trust yourself. Learn to trust your real self, your intuition, not the voices in your head, not what other people think you should or shouldn't do, not even what I think you should or shouldn't do, right? But learn to hear that soft, still voice within who always knows what's best for herself, her family, and her life. And I'm going to help you stay in tune with that inner voice and actually take the inspired actions that it's guiding you to take. There's a time to step back, and there's a time to move forward. There's a time to say yes. There's a time to say no. There's a time to say, hold on a minute, I need some space. And I want to make sure that you can hear those inner directions. It's like a GPS. We all have it. But we're all blocked up at the same time. And we get so aggravated and so annoyed because we're all just doing our best, but our head's going one way and our heart's going another, and we're acting with anger and confusion and guilt. So that's what gets reflected back to us by our children, by our partners, by our finances, by the world. And it can just feel like you're buried under so much weight, and you have nobody to really talk to about it because they're dealing with their own crap. And I'm digested. I keep digesting every single day. Like I said, I'm a natural born intuitive. I've been developing my natural gifts and talents for over 20 years now, and I can't wait to put them to work for you and more women like you, because what the world needs right now is women who are in their power, closely connected to their intuition, taking inspired actions, making the best choices for themselves and their family. If you like what you hear, stay on my email list, hit the bell notification on this page, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you tomorrow with another email. Bye.